Hi, I'm Kermit Poling, and I'm delighted to be doing a performance with the Monroe Symphony Orchestra. During the last year, orchestras all over, well, not just the United States, but the world, have been trying to figure out ways of bringing you concerts, because the one thing that we love to do, of course, is perform music. So it's taken a little bit of imagination during the time of the pandemic. So orchestras all over have been doing works that utilize smaller forces. In Europe, they have been doing a few concerts with very, very small audiences, but most of all, most orchestras are doing like we're doing right now, this video presentation. And it is a piece that is smaller so that we can fit comfortably spaced on the stage here. This work is one that you may not be familiar with, but it's a lot of fun. It was written by Igor Stravinsky, along with C.F. Ramos, who did the libretto. It's actually a theatrical piece. It's sometimes done as just, if you can call it an orchestra, it's an ensemble piece. But in this case, we're going to have all of the narration, all of the acting as part of the presentation. It is Stravinsky's setting of a Russian folk tale. The story basically of a soldier and a fiddle, which represents a soul, and the devil. The fiddle and the devil go hand in hand in a lot of folk stories, and of course make its way into, well, think of Charlie Daniels. Same type of thing. This story is a little more intricate than a Charlie Daniels song, but I think you can get the idea just from knowing that the fiddle, for the most part, represents the soul in this presentation. So it requires just 7 players plus narration. It dates from not long after the First World War. And it's unique with this small instrumentation because, there wasn't a lot of money at that time. Things were rebuilding. Stravinsky, like all composers, needed to make a living. And he put together a nice ensemble, worked on the libretto with his librettists, and found a sponsor who basically covered the costs of doing a theatrical production with a minimal group of people and doing it for the course of the next year, from 1918 to 1919. He revised it several times. We're actually playing from an edition that was revised as recently as the late 20th century, because the parts that dated from the original performance were not the easiest things to read. But in any case, this is a splendid work of a soldier, his fiddle, what happens to him while he's on his way home. He gets stopped by the devil. The devil talks him out of his fiddle, talks him into a wonderful book. This book has all kinds of futuristic references in it, so that if you read the book, let's take, for example, if they had the stock market, you could look into it and know what the stocks were going to be on the next day. It's a future book. The devil gives this book to him in exchange for the fiddle, the soul. He gets the book, he gets everything that he ever wants, but he realizes there's more to life into just having things. Ultimately, he wants a good family life, a home, and happiness. He makes an exchange halfway through the story, and by the end, he does end up with a beautiful princess. But even though he has said during the story that one cannot have everything, he still tries to have everything at the end. And when he tries for that one last thing he doesn't have in his life, the devil takes back his soul, and there ends the story. So here is The Soldier's Tale, the music of Igor Stravinsky, performed by wonderful players from your Monroe Symphony Orchestra.
The Soldier's Tale by Igor Stravinsky. Down a hot and dusty road tramps a soldier with his load. 10 days leave he has to spend. Will his journey never end? marching home, marching on his way. Marching, marching all the day, soon he will be home to stay. Enter the soldier. Phew, this isn't a bad sort of spot. Join the army, I've had me lot. Always on trek, not a penny to bless. Struth, my kit's in a hell of a mess. Where's my St. Joseph? He looks in his pack for a lucky medallion he has with the face of his namesake, St. Joseph, engraved on the back. Good, there we are. He starts rummaging, brings up cartridges, rummages on. Here's a mirror with most of the silvering gone. Where's her picture? That mustn't be missed. The picture of his girlfriend gave him the day he went off to enlist. Ah, here it is. And right in the middle, he brings out an old brown fiddle. It didn't cost much. The tone's not rich. You have to keep screwing it up to pitch. The devil appears. He is an old man carrying a butterfly net. Suddenly he stops, listening. The soldier has not seen him. The devil hides himself. Approaches the soldier from behind. Give me your fiddle. No. Sell it to me. No. I'll give you this book for it then. Can't read. Makes no difference. There's no need. With this book, you don't have to read. It's more than a book. It's wealth untold. You've only to open it, lo and behold, banknotes, bearer bonds, and gold. Well, I should want to have a look. Certainly, certainly. Here's the book. On sight, collateral, note of hand. This book's not easy to understand. I can read it all right, but it's still Greek to me. You'll get the hang of it. Wait and see. But look, if it's worth all that money, sir, this little job, that old fiddle of mine you want, only cost a few bob. So you've a real bargain. Right then, it's a deal. On sight, collateral, note of hand, market quotations for Friday the 31st. What day's today? It's a Tuesday. Why, it's Tuesday the 28th. What's this? Here's a book that's ahead of the date. A strange sort of book. It tells you things before they happen. Come home with me. Now, what do you say? Why? What's up? This thing won't play. You must teach me to make it go. I've only 10 days leave, you know. I shall lend you my carriage and pair it, and if you walk, you'll be much more slow. Well, Mother will worry if I'm late. It's not the first time she's had to wait. And my girlfriend expects me too. You'll make it up to her soon. She'll be all the more pleased when you do. This place of yours, is it abroad? Wined, dined, all found, full bed and board, home in a carriage like a lord, 2 or 3 days, a step out of your way, and then you'll be rich as the king of Cathay. What sort of victuals down your way? Steak, egg and chips, 3 times a day. And to drink? Champagne rosé. Smoking permitted? What do you say to Havana cigars? Now, what do you say? Well, there you are then. That's the way. That's how you want it. That's the trick. Joseph goes off home with old Nick, and he finds that the old boy doesn't cheat. New clothes, soft beds, and plenty to eat. Yes, Joseph has properly done up a treat, and each shows the other as they undertook the way of the fiddle and the way of the book. Yes, the old fellow kept his word. 2 days well spent, then came the third. That morning the old man wakes Joseph as soon as it's light, and he says, "Are you ready?" And Joseph says, "Right." "Did you have a good night?" And Joseph says, "Yes." And the devil looks on as he gets up to dress. "Have you any complaints?" And Joseph says, "No." "Right you are," says old Nick. "Then off we go." They get in the carriage waiting below, and the devil says, "Hup," and off they go. Only Joseph, watching the horse's flying feet, finds himself holding on with both hands to his seat with all his might, till his knuckles are white. "Hold tight," cries the little old man. "Hold on tight." Joseph would like to get up and jump out, but he hasn't a chance. "Take care," cries the devil. "See how my horses prance. They'll lead us a dance. They're taking the air. Take care." And the carriage is suddenly traveling up in the air, hurtling, rattling, rolling round the sky. And Joseph Hare stands up on it, and he nearly faints. "Have you any complaints? Have you any complaints?" Higher and higher over valley and hill, faster and faster, up and up they soar, till time stands still. Then everything is as it was before. Down the hot and dusty road tramps a soldier with his load. 10 days baby has to spend. Will his journey never end? marching home, marching on his way. He's been marching all the day. Happy now, he's home to stay. Hooray, here we are. We're home at last. Good morning, Mrs. Gray. She's in her garden. Hello there. How's the world with you? She doesn't hear me. Never mind. There's Arthur. Hey, Arthur. He's mowing the 5-acre meadow, a good old friend and true. What's the matter? He doesn't reply. Arthur, hi. Don't you know me? Why, it's Joseph. Joseph the soldier. Joe. You remember him. You know. The mower mows on, and on we go. And there's the school with the tower and the bell. Joseph, old Joe, you remember him well. Here's the mill, the inn. Now villagers everywhere. Men, women, and children stand and stare. What's the matter? What's up with a lot of you? What's got into you all? Are you afraid of me or what? You know me, all of you there. Joseph. No one speaks. And then a door slams, and another slams, and more, and the rusty hinges shriek as every door slams shut. That's funny, he thinks. But Mother will know. I'd better go. She sees him coming. She screams and runs away. So then he thinks, well, there's my fiance, married with 2 children. The dirty cheat, the dirty rotten cheat. I know who you are at last. I know what's happened. I know you. I've taken my time about it too. It wasn't 3 days. 3 years have passed. They all take me for a ghost. I'm dead among the living. Oh, the cheat, the dirty, rotten. And like a fool, I went and listened to him. Yes, I know I was tired and hungry, but that's no reason to go listening to the likes of him. Do you take any notice of what people you don't know tell you? No, you say, I don't know you. But what do? I listen to him. I should have had my suspicions, but no, I listened to him. Like a fool, I had to go and listen to him, and I gave him my fiddle of all the luck. And now what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do now? Ah, you dirty cheat. It's you. Now what are you going to do? Ah, you dirty rotten cheat. Please be a little more discreet. Do try to behave. Do you hear me, Hugh? Good. Now what are you going to do? Have you forgotten all I said? The book I gave you, bound and read. It's somewhere in my kit. Then you've got all you need if you've still got it. Oh yes, you told me. Well, fetch it then. No, only the book. Now back, here again. Oh, be careful, don't let it come to harm. You'll lose it like that. Put it under your arm. That book's worth a fortune. A fortune, do you see? Hold on to it tight and listen to me. This is mine here. That's yours there. Each to his own, and so all's square. He took the book and began to read, and the words meant money, and still more money, as much as a man could need. He used it first to set right his affairs and became a peddler, a seller of wares. Come along, ladies, come by, for there's all shades and sizes, black, navy, pale blue, Prussian blue, pastel, sky blue, beige, chocolate, fawn, dark gray, gray, pale gray, silver gray, russet, maroon, brown, khaki, unbleached linen by the yard, printed cottons, crepe de chine, silks and satins, pre-war prices. A peddler first, a seller of wares for a start. Then he needed no goods. He knew all the tricks by heart. Things go the way I make them go, for others only guess. I know. It's more than a book. It's wealth untold. You've only to open it, lo and behold. You can have all you want, your heart's desire, all the best things in life, anything you require. While you have time, quick, grab all you can. One day you'll be dead. You're only a man. No, my old friend, you didn't lie, because in the end, we've all got to die. First one thing, another. I've only to say this, that, and the other, because I can pay. It's mine, all. He stops. All? Nothing. All nothing. Nothing at all. What have I said? What's the matter with me? I have everything. Nothing. Now he can see. All you want, all the time, all wealth can provide, and they don't mean a thing. They are empty inside. False things, dead, rotten. You buy and sell. They are nothing, just an empty shell. Oh, to have still the things you had before, the real, the true, good things that everybody has but you, that you have no more, the only things worth having. Just to stretch out on the grass as you used to do. Good to touch, good to feel. Things that cost nothing, that everyone has, that means so much. These things are real. Things that belong to all the world but you. Saturday evening, weekend plans, watching the village at work in its garden. So many people with watering cans. The little girls playing Tom Tiddler's ground. You smile as you pass along the sun-baked wall. You settle down on the grass, and someone fills your glass. Things that are warm inside. The only ones worth having. They have nothing, and yet they have it all. And I who have everything, I have nothing. Nothing, nothing. How can that be? Satan, Satan, you've cheated me. What can I do? Does it say it in the book? He snatches it up and starts to look. You must know. Tell me how all the others are happy. How is it done? You must know. You must know. You must tell me, explain what I can do to have nothing again. The telephone rings. Hello? Sir, with regard to your current account, sir, later. The telephone rings. Later, I tell you, later. The book must know the secret. Then answer me. What can I do to be as I used to be? I've been proud and envied, and in my pride, I am dead inside to the world outside. I am rich, unbelievably rich, but all I'd give to be alive again as others live. I am a ghost among the living. Please, kind sir, can I come in? What do you want? Just a few words with you, sir, but before I begin, if you'll allow me, you seem to have dropped something, sir. You might miss. Now, what do you want? I'll explain, sir. It's this. I have a little case outside full of rare, precious things. Sir, I'd be glad. No, thank you. Sir, for pity's sake. Here, take this. Sir, we have our pride. Nothing for nothing is the rule. Each has his little job to do. My case is just outside, sir. You'll please let me go and bring it in to you. Now look, sir, look at these lovely things. Watches, necklaces, and rings. Some lace, sir? No? Don't be afraid, sir, to say so. It's true, of course, you haven't a wife. Each has his little job in life. A lucky medallion engraved on the back? No? No, every time. Now, what do you lack? A mirror, perhaps? No? Oh, dear, what a shame. A beautiful picture, complete with a frame? That seems to arouse your interest. Is it no? Still no? The same as the rest? Or would a little fiddle be best? How much? How much? How much, I say? Well, as friends, I won't stand in the way. Try it first. See what you say. We'll fix a price. Let's hear you play. The soldier hurls the violin with all his strength. He returns to his desk. He picks up the book and he tears it into 1,000 pieces. Down a hot and dusty road tramps a man without his load. Someone trudging on and on. Many, many miles he's gone. Over hill and dale he goes. Where he's heading, no one knows. He doesn't know himself. He only knows he must get out. Go somewhere else, because he can't go on the way he was. Nothing remains of all his fine belongings. He's thrown them out. Without a word to say to anyone, he's run away. And things are just the way they were, except, of course, he has no pack to bear. Is he taking the homeward road? The road he took before? Oh, no. It's not his anymore. Now he goes the other way. Cannot stay. On his way. Marches on all day. Now he comes to another land, a village on the frontier and an inn. He thinks, shall I cross over? And he thinks, why not? He goes to the inn, orders a tot, drinks it down. Yes, and now what? Then he begins to look around. He gazes at the muslin curtains bound with silk cord, fine white muslin, scarlet cord, such fine white muslin curtains pinned around the leaded window panes where leaves stir in the wind. But what's this? Suddenly the world outside comes crashing in again. Somebody starts to beat a drum. And someone beats a drum because the princess of the realm, the only daughter of the king, lies ill in bed. She neither sleeps, nor speaks, nor eats, nor anything. And the king proclaims to the sound of the drum that whatsoever man shall come and raise his daughter from her bed, that man the fair princess shall wed. Just at that moment, a man comes up and says to Joseph, hello, chum. We've not been introduced, it's true, but, well, I've been a soldier too. Old comrades don't mind if you make yourself known. When I saw you come in and you were alone, I said to myself, have a word with him. He looks a bit down, I said. You can see at a glance. Go on over. Who knows? This may be his big chance. A lovely young girl. What about it? A princess too. Think of that. I'd say it was made for you. I'm married already. Worse luck. It's no use to me. But you, my lad, you're young. You're free. Doctoring? Well, that's whatever you choose. Besides, you know, you've nothing to lose by trying. You go, you say, I'm an M.O. She's cured. She's not. It's worth a shot. Why not? After all, why not? Goodbye, old chap. Many thanks for the tip. He's up and he's out of it quick as a whip. He's up, he's off, makes his way to the palace gates. He gives a ring. Where are you going? The sentries say. Where am I going? To see the king. They gave the word for the band to play. The king received me, the king no less. He said to me, "You are a doctor?" I said, "An army doctor, yes." "Many have come, you know, but none have stayed." "Oh, I have my methods," I said. "I'm not dismayed." "Very well. Tomorrow you see the princess." It went off just as we thought it would. That fellow was right. So far, so good. Just think, a girl to call your own after so many years alone. Why not? Why shouldn't the luck be mine? Ask the cards. What do you say? 6 of hearts, 10 of hearts, queen of hearts. Nothing but hearts, trumps all the way. It's true, why not? Why shouldn't it be? I'll have a wife of my own, only for me. And what's more, a princess too. Yeah, someone's here ahead of you. You were silly to be upset. You were rich and esteemed. You get a sudden whim, don't count the cost. And now, my poor young friend, you're lost. 6 of hearts, 10 of hearts, hearts all the way. You told yourself it's my lucky day. Well, do you still believe it's true? I have my methods. I, not you. It's true what he says. He's got me for sure. He'll do the trick. He's got the cure. I have nothing. Nothing at all once more. Go for him just the same. Knock him down. Bang his head on the floor. He isn't a man. I can do nothing more. You can, I tell you. Don't you see how it is? He got you because of the money. You still have money of his. Get rid of that and you're saved. Go on, begin. Offer to play him at cards. He's sure to win. Will you play? I've money. What? I don't understand. I said, would you like a game? My dear young friend, I'm always ready for a hand. He'll win. He always likes to win. You'll lose and he'll be lost. Notes, gold and silver, they're all in. Good. How much a point? A farthing, yes. 6 pence a point, not a penny less. Just as you wish. The best take care. No more fiddle, no more book. Only a few pennies left and look. The pennies are flying off into the air. You'll have nothing at all. Then where will you be? You'll starve, my friend. S-T-A-R-V-E. There, do you see? Total defeat. You'll go around naked, no shoes to your feet. Raise him a pound. A pound. You're mad. How can you beat 10 pounds? Deal on. Gently, gently, not so fast. Ha ha, I've won. Same as last. Stake the lot. I stake the lot. Ace of spades, you've got. The queen of hearts. Again, it's me. I've won again. You see? He's going to fall. I said he would. Listen, get up. Here's what you do. Give him a drink. It'll do him good. Saying to him, here's a health to you. Take this, it'll do you good. Go on, have a drink. Say when. Here's a health to you. And again. You're very rude. That's not at all the... Look out, he's going to fall. I'm free. Now, do I dare? He's not quite out. Be careful there. Oh, it's like that. All right then. 8, 9, 10. Now, take back your own again. Princess, now we can safely say, he who will cure you is on his way. Soon now he's going to come here because there's nothing he can't do. Soon now he'll be outside your door because he's found himself once more. Soon now he'll come to claim his wife. Because he's been brought back to life, he's going to bring you back to life. Now we are in the princess's room. She is lying on her bed and doesn't move. The soldier enters and begins to play. The devil circles round the soldier, imploring him to hand over the violin. The soldier has an idea. He begins to play the violin. The soldier takes the princess by the hand. She has lost her fear. The devil suddenly pops his head round the door at the back. All right, I shall have to wait, but this realm of yours is not so great. If once its frontier should be passed, then you'll be in my power at last. So do not push your luck too far, or then, my lady, you will find that you are back in bed again. As for her prince, he can't pretend he doesn't know my patience now is at an end. He who laughs the last, he laughs most, as I shall do to let's him roast. You must not seek to add to what you have, what you once had. You have no right to share what you are with what you were. No one can have it all. That is forbidden. You must learn to choose between. One happy thing is every happy thing. Two, as if they had never been. I have everything, he thinks. I always will have everything, he thinks. But one day she says, I know so little about you still. Tell me about yourself. Come on, tell me. Well, it all started a long, long time ago. There was a cottage I used to share with my mother. I was a soldier then, you know, far, far away. I've almost forgotten where. Suppose we went there. No, it is forbidden. Suppose we go. We'd be back before we were missed. No one would ever know. She looks at him and smiles and says, you want to. I can see you do. It isn't much to ask of you. Say yes. Say yes. Say yes. Why not? You want to. I can see you do. He says, come over here to me. Not until you say yes. And so he thinks, if we did go, perhaps this time my mother will know me. Why not? Just to pay a call. And she could come and live with us. Then I should really have it all. They're on their way. They're nearly there. A scent he knows hangs in the air. He has gone on ahead to find the frontier. She is a little way behind. He calls her. He turns back, then changes his mind. The voice calls for the last time.